Good morning, viewers. Another very early morning hike. Sometimes I wonder why I do it actually. Usually when I get out of bed, I have absolutely no appetite for the mountains. But I know that when I get here and I start climbing, I warm up a little bit, and it feels so much better. Today I am in an area called, well, I left I think the area is called Kreuth. It's south of a lake called Tegernsee, very touristic here in Bavaria. And I left my car at a village which is called Scharling, I think. And I'm going up to a mountain peak which is called Hirschberg. So it's quite a climb, about 3 hours from here to there. I don't know if I'll go all the way up. We'll see, depending on how I feel and how it goes with the photographing. If the weather is nice, sunny, bright blue skies from all across the horizon, and maybe it's not worth going all the way up to the peak because it's not going to be very beautiful to photograph. And in that case, I may stay low here in the woods, see if I can photograph some trees, etc. If on the other hand the weather is turns and we get some clouds, a little bit more dramatic light or skies, then maybe in that case a photograph from the peak may be more interesting. So in that case, I may go all the way up. So we'll see. I'm not in a hurry. On the other hand, I want to be at home at around 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. For now I'm going up and still in the woods. Actually I just started, so I don't expect I'll be out of the woods for at least 1 more hour. Then again, this is the interesting part of the woods, because here we have these kind of trees whose leaves turn to yellow, like you can see all around me. If I go further up, then we have a different kind of trees whose leaves don't turn yellow. So then it's not going to be that interesting probably. Maybe this is going to turn up to be a hike video and not a photography video. But anyway, as I said, we'll see. I decided to leave the road for a while and follow a path in the woods, which is sort of a straighter route to go up, not because I'm feeling particularly adventurous or sporty, but I hope here in the woods I will find maybe a photograph opportunity, or rather more photograph opportunities than by the road. Like for example this beautiful tree behind me here. These woods are at the same time really beautiful, but also to a degree very confusing. I don't want to use the word boring because they're not boring, but we don't have any kind of this kind of ancient interesting trees here in this part of Germany, or at least none that I have found. So we have this kind of thing in German, they're called Buche, these trees, and they just go straight up. There's nothing else. The sun just picked up behind the mountain on the other side of the valley now, and it just lit up all of the leaves here. And I think this is maybe the best opportunity to see if I can find a detail to photograph. But whether I do or not, it's really beautiful now at this point in time. I decided to take one shot of some beautiful leaves in the distance with the zoom lens to focus on 4 trees, isolate them as much as possible here, because the sun was really illuminating the leaves and making them glow. And I had some relatively simple trees, 4 of them parallel into the frame. And I'm speaking in the past tense because I don't know if you can notice now what is missing from this scene here. What is missing is the sun. By the time I set up the camera, the sun was of course hidden behind a cloud. And now I really don't feel like waiting. It's peeking in and out for literally seconds. It's just there, but I don't have this contrast anymore that I had a few minutes ago when I was setting up the camera. So I don't, it's not the same scene anymore. I'm gonna show it to you, whatever happens. If I make it, if I'm lucky and the sun peeks out of the clouds again in the next 2-3 minutes, and I can make the shot as I envisioned it, then you'll see a sunny shot, a contrasty shot. Otherwise, you're gonna see a shot and you're gonna hear me explaining why I don't like it. So let's see which option you're actually going to get.
In the end, what you're getting is a 50% sunny shot, which I don't like anyway because this tree in the middle is really bothering me. So moving on.
I'm not absolutely certain, but I think this may be the peak that here, maybe the peak that I'm going towards today, or one after that, I'm not quite sure. Two hours in, and I've done about 1 hour's hike. Making this B-roll sure takes a lot of time, but there is some nice scenery. Not I don't know. Sometimes it's difficult to explain it. There is scenery that I find beautiful for a video, for a B-roll, but not good enough for a photograph. So I think I have a lot more B-roll opportunities because the scenery is very beautiful around me. You cannot deny that. The colors are beautiful, and as I said, the forest here in this part is too confusing to be, for my taste anyway, to give you a lot of photograph opportunities. But in terms of video, B-roll, I think it's really beautiful. So now I've veered off the main road again, and I'm taking a bigger shortcut this time. For now I'm still on the road, but at some point I'll have to take a path which is supposed to be a little bit steeper, and then it goes straight up, and I save, I don't know, about 1 kilometer. So I hope that's not too steep, that I can go up. I won't have to go back, but we'll see. For now I have to speed up a little bit, or else I'll never get there. And I have some curiosity to go all the way up and see what the view looks like from up there. I stopped because I may have something of a shot here. The valley here and the trees, they have some beautiful colors, although when they're in the shade I don't think you can see them with this camera now. And then I have this line of snow which is in the shadows and leads, snakes around the valley and leads to the bottom of the valley, and that's what I really like about this scene. It gives me a kind of line to follow and get into the scene. And yeah, that's why I like it. Now I'm gonna set up the tripod, see if there is actually a shot or not. The problem I have with this shot is that I have the sun exactly opposite, and it would be much better if the sun was a little bit to the side, so further in that direction, so that it would not be in the frame. It would give me better side light, because now the way I'm photographing it, it is in the frame. On the other hand, it's exactly behind this tree here, a yellow tree which you cannot see, I think from there, which is very beautifully illuminated. If I continue like this, I'm never going to get to the peak, because I'm stopping every little while for a new photograph. I am around 200 meters further up from where I was before, and I stopped before because I found a nice photograph opportunity with a very beautiful tree, which I'm going to show you now. So it's this small tree over there. It's very small in your frame, but I'm going to show it to you at the camera. So here is the shot with the camera. I hope it's sharp. So you see the tree, it's illuminated by the sun, and it has a very dark background because the trees at the background are the shade. I put it dead center, and I'm gonna crop it to a square shot just with the tree and nothing else, and this background. So let's see how it turns out. So I'm out of the shortcut now and into the main path, which from this point onward is just like the shortcut anyway. So onwards and upwards. I'm on the other side of the mountain now. Here actually there is less snow, so I think it depends on how the sun catches it, or I don't know, the direction the storm came from. But here in any case it's drier at the moment. I'm finally high enough to have a view of Tegernsee, which is the big lake on a little bit further north from here. So I'm almost at the peak now, and we have very beautiful views towards the north, as I said, the northwest. But still, the good side of the mountain is the other side. Not that there's anything wrong with this one, but the mountain views are on the other side of the mountain because the Alps are to the south of where we are now. So I want to go to the peak so that I can have a look at the other side as well, because here, okay, it's nice, but it's not so interesting. It's just the plains beyond these hills here in the foreground. After that, there's nothing, it's completely flat. So I think I don't have more than 10 more minutes and then I will be at the first peak, which is called Kratzer. Slowly turning towards the north now, going around the peak. It's getting a little bit slippery here, but anyway, this is now the view to the west. I'm now at a peak called Kratzer, which is the peak I was aiming to get to today. And I'm on my own, which is a very nice thing. It's very cold because it's windy here, and so I had to put on my jacket. And now I can have a snack and drink some water. And then I need to consider what I do next. There is a bit higher peak behind me. It's about half an hour from here, which is called Hirschberg. But I don't think I have the time to get there because, as I said, it's half an hour to go there, half an hour to come back. So I think I prefer to spend this time trying to find the photo here. I have the Alps over there, and the sky is interesting. So I think I'll be able to find a shot a little bit further to the right. So first a snack, and then look for a shot, and then turn back, because I won't be surprised if I walk the way back with rain, the way it's going for now. It's a little bit dark over there, so it got very cold very quickly here today, because now it's closed up. The weather is closing from there, and up on the mountain it can change within 15 minutes. It's very, very windy, very cold. It's good that I had brought extra layers. I left my soft shell jacket there to dry because it was wet from my sweat. And I have another layer now which is thicker, so that I'm fine, I'm not cold, but it's good that I had brought my mittens as well. So I don't have a killer shot here now. I think I have a shot there, as I said, not a killer shot, maybe one more in that direction. I'm gonna take them very quickly, and in 5 minutes I'm gonna be out of here because it's really windy, as you can see. I don't even know if you can hear me, and cold. And when I say cold, I mean cold. I think I have one more shot in this direction, which is somewhere over there. I'm sorry, I'm not going to take the time to show you the shots now because it's really coming down, the rain. and the wind, and it's really time to get out of here. Okay, that's it, I give up. Time to leave this place. Typically the storm eased off as soon as I shut off the camera and I packed it up there on the peak. The rain stopped, the sun came out, but the wind didn't stop. And there is still a lot more cloud coming from that direction. So I didn't stay much longer there, I just decided to leave. And now I'm doing a short pit stop to take off a few layers because it's getting warm again here. Well, it's not warm, it's still around 5 degrees, but I'm moving again now and it's not windy anymore here. I'm protected by this mountain, so there's almost no wind at all on this side of the mountain. So I'm thinking now I'm going to take off this layer here, so now I can go. And this is really heavy, this bag. To the car, I need a couple of hours if I don't stop, and I don't think I'm going to stop again. Or I don't think I'm gonna stop a lot again, so. I'm out of the steep part now and back to the road. I took the road on the way back. I didn't take the shortcut that I had taken on the way up. Mainly so that I can see this side of the mountain as well, because it goes around from the other side of the mountain. And I think I can walk a little bit faster here, so I don't think I'm going to lose more than 15 minutes. I'm not taking the shortcut on the way down.
I liked this bend of the road so much that I decided to stop here and take a photo.
After going full speed for about half an hour, I made it down. I'm back in the village now, and I'll be in the car in a couple of minutes, and then I really need to hurry to get back home. So I'm back in the car and on my way home now. It's been a very beautiful day, I have to say, with the exception of the 20 minutes at the, or maybe half an hour at the peak, where suddenly the weather turned. It was beautiful all day, and then there it was cloudy, it was windy, it was freezing cold, and it was raining very hard, just as I wanted to take the photographs. So that's a shame. It would have been nice to be able to have been able to sit there a little bit longer and contemplate, think a little bit about the photographs a bit more, but what can you do? That's the way it is with the mountain anyway. So this was one of these days where, I mean, you know already, you've seen the photographs, but for me now it's been one of these days where I go home and I'm sort of mildly optimistic that I will have a photograph that I will be able to share, maybe two, but I'm not really, excited thinking this is going to be a portfolio photograph that I made today, or as I was a few weeks back with that photograph on the other mountains. Today it's been sort of, yeah, okay, let's take this photograph here, and maybe with a lot of processing, with the right, high saturation, we bring out the colors and the leaves or whatever, and then it's going to be worth it. But I don't think I got anything out of the camera that really excites me. But okay, I mean, the getting something that really excites you straight out of the camera is not so common. Doesn't happen every day, unfortunately. Would have been nice, but unfortunately it doesn't happen every day. So anyway, this is it for today, I think. Now I need 15 minutes of driving to go home and have lunch. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching for today, and I hope I'll see you at the next video. Bye bye.